So I'm gonna start with it this weekend. It's been hectic, so I haven't had time to do it. But I went through it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Plus, I was doing something related to Coke, so maybe I might have information available.
All right. That's fantastic. Toby, you wanted to say something?
I just wanted to say that I also went through the brief video and I took some notes. Then starting, I haven't started yet, but I watched the video and I know what is expected of me to do. So I'm also just gonna start. I can't say Saturday because I'm working on Saturday. Probably Sunday later
Oh,
because I'm
wow.
working this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah,
No time for studies, no time for Mchoro.
obvious, obvious, obvious. It's been a
Okay.
very hectic
That's
week at the office.
as long as it is not, like it is not as like that throughout the year. I would be comfortable with 1 or 2 weeks of being busy. But if it's like that throughout the year, then sometimes you can suffer a complete burnout.
Yeah, true, true. Because honestly, I've tried to do it like in the AMs, try and wake up in the AMs, but by the time I get home and I attend class and I'm done, I'm so tired. I just want to sleep. And when I
Mm.
set an alarm to wake up, I can't. But yeah, I'm
Your
thinking of
ears
getting
just choose to
something that will
ignore
give.
it.
I just want to get something that will give me energy. Maybe some
Mm.
supplements or something.
Yeah, I do get you.
Yeah.
Okay, I hope
Uh,
we're going to be brief tonight, and I won't have to keep you guys longer.
So can
Thank you,
I
sir.
just ask a quick question?
Yes, can you?
So, sir, after doing maybe a digital media, I mean digital marketing diploma, is there a way
Mhm.
that you can do a degree in
Yes,
digital?
but it will be a BA. It can't be honors
Oh,
because you can't do honors you can't do postgraduate with a diploma, according to my understanding. So
um,
yes, you can do a BA.
oh, can't I do a BTech?
I
Because
don't think so. I don't know how the systems work at different institutions because UP can be doing something else. UNISA, they've got different enrollment criteria. So I wouldn't know. But at UJ, where I've been at UJ and at Monash, I don't think so.
so I is it diploma it's level 6. So for me to get to level 7, I would need to start it all over again.
A diploma is level.
It's level 6 and a degree it's level 7.
Yes, that's why I'm saying that you can qualify for a BA because you've got level 6 for a
Mm-hmm.
diploma. A BA is level 7.
Mm-hmm.
Then honors, I think, is level 8, masters level 9, right? And then PhD level 10.
Okay, okay, okay.
Mm.
Thank you, sir.
But please research on that. I don't want to mislead you, because I've never enrolled for any postgrad using a diploma.
Okay,
Yeah, but I want to enroll for a diploma next year. So hopefully I'll know how the systems work.
okay, sir.
Yep. Okay, guys, can we start?
Yes, we can
Yes.
start, sir.
All right. I don't know if you went through the links for last week for full-time classes. We're discussing strategy formulation there. So we looked at something called SOSTAC, where S stands for something, O stands for something, and S stands for something, T for something, A for something, and C for something. And it could be revision. I believe that you also did SOSTAC in your second year, right?
No, I don't remember.
Yes, I don't
Serious?
remember. No, we didn't do it.
Mm-mm. I didn't do it.
Okay. All right. So I highly encourage you. Slides are already there on Core Campus. I encourage you to go and have a look at the engagement that I had with full-time students. We discussed SOSTAC, whereby you just have to answer yourself some questions like the first S is for situation analysis. So if you're coming up with a strategy on the situation analysis, you ask yourself, where am I right now? Then on the O, the objectives, you ask yourself, where do I want to be? Like, what is it that I need to achieve to be someone? So that's the O for objectives. Then the S for strategy, you then ask yourself, how do I get there? Then for T for tactics, you ask yourself, how exactly do I get there? Then A for action, you ask yourself, what control do I need? Like, what action do I need from this? Then the last C, which is control, how do I measure this? So whatever goal that you want to have in life, you always ask yourself, where am I now? So the answers will then necessitate you to think of where you want to be. So brands also do that. Be it a new product, you ask yourself, where are we in terms of this product and its standing in the market? Then we'll be like, this is where we are, and these are the sales. So where do you want to be? You want to generate 5 million sales or whatever achievement that you want to do. Then you come up with, strategies to get there. You have got the tactics. You look for the people who are involved in. You then measure that campaign. So that's how you formulate a strategy. And it also works in personal life. Whatever goal, for example, if you just finished school, you ask yourself, where am I in right now? Right now, I'm doing nothing. I need a degree. Okay. Objectives will be like, how do I get a degree? I need to enroll at this university. What is my plan B? If I get rejected at this university, I need to think about these colleges or these other universities. Then how am I going to do it? I'm going to do part-time or full-time, and these are the courses that I need to do. How exactly am I going to do that? I need to have access to, I need to get registered. I need student access to the library and all the university resources. Actions, who is responsible? I'm responsible for this, but I'll need help from my tutors, from my lecturers, from my family. I need support. And then control. How do I know that I'm in control of this? How do I measure things? I look at my grades, because control will actually determine whether you are progressing with your goal or not. So that's the source stack approach. I don't know if I made any sense.
Yeah, you are making sense.
But I highly encourage you to visit the notes that I have with the full-time students, because it was actually explained in detail. And we also did a case study analysis on how to actually apply the source stack approach when formulating a strategy. So we are going to continue strategy formulation. And at the end of this lesson, you should be able to understand strategy formulation. You should be able to understand acquisition and its relation to strategy. You should be able to understand retention and its relation to strategy. So whenever you are coming up with a strategy in digital marketing, you need to have the definition of digital marketing in your mind. So what is digital marketing? A simple definition is that digital marketing is the promotion of a brand and its products on digital platform. That's the simplest definition of digital marketing. So if you are coming up with a strategy, that strategy must be able to promote a brand and its products in such a way that that promotion is going to lead to acquisition. That promotion is going to make customers come back. So you can't just say, this is iPhone 20. They have to be the result of people coming to buy that iPhone, or once they've bought that iPhone, they must also come back to buy new models that come in the near future. So these are the key concepts that we are going to come across as this lesson progresses. We've got digital marketing strategy, we've got strategy formulation, we've got online tactic tactical market segmentation. So, but before we go deeper into today's lesson, I just want us to have some sort of engagements here. Have you ever been involved in strategy formulation at some point in your life?
Yes, sir.
Do you mind sharing, even if it's something naughty or something decent? We don't mind.
Okay, so we had to come up with a strategy for a new Coca-Cola energy drink that is now discontinued. So yes,
Okay.
we did.
All right. And were you involved, or you're just part of the team, or you are the one who formulated it?
Yes, sir. So I worked. So yes, I was involved because I came up with ideas of how we're gonna launch the product at the end. Yes,
All
and
right.
putting in, yeah, and also putting in the presentation, like doing the presentation.
Okay. Then in your personal life, other than at work?
Um, Not really, sir.
Or you actually don't know whether it was a strategy or not?
Yes, maybe deciding on what you want to study. Could that be a strategy? Looking at the advantages and disadvantages and about what you want to study. Would I say that was a strategy?
What do you think?
I think it was. Yes, it
Okay.
was.
All right, we'll get there. Tobide, what do you think? Have you ever been involved in strategy in your life?
I wouldn't know if it was a strategy or not, so I can't really explain that. I don't know.
Okay. So, guys, in your own opinion, how is strategy formulation relevant to digital marketing?
So after you have came up with the concept of how you're gonna maybe launch or advertise the product, you have to now look at the digital part, like where do you want to advertise or on which platforms you want to advertise on. And I think that's where digital marketing comes in.
Okay.
Yeah, like also looking at the KPIs on how you're gonna see if your success is, I mean, the campaign is successful, how you gonna measure that.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So, to just add on that, we are involved in strategy formulation almost on our daily activities. The fact that before you wake up in the morning or the night before, you actually plan, I'm going to wake up at 8. I'm going to do this and get to that. That's part of strategy formulation, guys. It starts from simple things, and all the choices and the decisions that we make. It's part of strategy formulation. As long as there are goals and objectives involved, it is strategy formulation. It is just that at industrial level, we are given these huge briefs, and all of a sudden feel like, yeah, it is my first time being involved in such a huge campaign. But you've got some mini campaigns that you are running in your life that you don't even know, and you can even track on those campaigns. You've got your own analytics on tracking those campaigns. What am I going to eat tonight? What is it that I'm going to cook? At what time I'm going to make a shower? Because these are the goals that has to be achieved. And whenever there's a goal that needs to be achieved, strategy is formulated. So a goal is the heartbeat of strategy formulation. Okay, I don't know. I hope I'm making any sense.
Yeah, you're making sense now, sir. I think because we just read strategy formulation, we just instantly thought marketing, so we couldn't think of anything else besides marketing. So that's why Kanye and I were like, okay, we wouldn't know if it was part
Yeah,
of
that's true.
strategy or, but
Mm.
it's making sense now as you explain.
All right. Okay. So strategy formulation involves the identification of alternative strategies, a review of the merits of each of these options, and then selecting the strategy that is the best fit with a brand's trading environment, its internal resources, and capabilities. Therefore, brands should be realistic about what their strategies can achieve and must base their digital strategies on sound logic and thorough analysis. Yes, Tobile?
I just wanted to ask, are you reading this on the slides?
Yes.
Because our side is still showing lesson 49 strategy formulation. It's not moving. It hasn't moved since.
That's very interesting. Let me reshare. Can you see the slides? Was it moving on your side?
No, sir, it wasn't.
And now?
Yes, we can see it
Yeah,
now.
now we can see.
Okay.
Thank
Remember that PC that always embarrasses me.
you.
But
No, sir,
today,
don't
truly
worry.
speaking, it didn't give me any problem. So I'm actually shocked.
No, you will get your one soon,
Hmm.
soon.
Very soon. True.
Yeah.
So, guys, you can never come up with a strategy without having other options. We normally even discuss this in our informal lives that I need a plan B or an option B. Have you ever mentioned that?
Yes, all the time. In
Mm.
fact.
We do that all the times. So
Yeah.
that would be your strategy alternative. You know, if this fails, I need to do X, Y, Z. Because like I told students, a strategy does not fail. The environment in which you want to implement that strategy is the one that will make you not achieve your goals. Because normally you always hear people saying that this strategy failed. It is the environment. For example, right now, if you come up with a strategy that you want to bath, okay, the goal is that you want to bath, you want to have a shower. That's the strategy. And you've got everything in place to say that I am going to have a shower. But the moment you realize that there's no soap or there's no water, you are not going to achieve the goals of having a shower. So there's no problem with the strategy of having a shower. The problem was that there are some elements, that made you not achieve that goal. So now you need to think of plan B. I have to go and buy water at the shops, or I need to go to a bowl, or I need to ask for my neighbors. So the strategy of having a shower is still there. It hasn't failed. But now you are now looking for the elements or the components to fulfill that strategy. Does it flow, guys, or I'm confusing you further?
We're still with you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So normally, whatever that you want to achieve, it's achievable. I think I've heard most motivation speakers saying that, whatever that you want to achieve, it is achievable because your strategy gives you the direction to achieve it. But the components or the situation, the environment, because strategies are not a one size fits all thing, That's why you see not everyone is married. Not everyone has got kids. Not everyone has got degrees. Not everyone has got this and that. And doesn't mean that their strategies of achieving those things failed. It was because of other elements that influenced the outcomes of the strategy. So in the near future, we are going to be discussing the decisions that needs to be made when doing a strategy. I think it's the next lesson, if not this one. We need to unpack the decisions, the things that will give you some checklist, like if I want to achieve a digital marketing strategy, what is it that I need to have in place? The same way that if you say I want to graduate or I want to get married or whatever it is, there are some checks that you need to have in order to have that goal met. So different digital marketing strategies are grouped according to whether they support customer acquisition, conversion, and retention. Ultimately, they can also, relate to the race model. So a digital marketing strategy must be able to acquire new customers. A digital marketing strategy must be able to convert the audience into an actual customer, and it must also be able to bring more customers back after they have engaged with the brand. So I always see where I'm working at Business Brief. You can come up with a campaign, to get as many subscribers as possible. So we've got a 1-year subscription and 2-year subscription. So if you sell, let's say 500 subscription for a 1-year subscription, next year you need to see from that amount of subscription, if the subscriptions are going to expire, how many are going to renew. So out of 500, if only 250 renew their subscription, it means that your retention rate is only 50%. So what happened to those who did not renew? You need to find out as a digital marketer. Is it something that you guys are also always working on in your workplace?
Please just repeat. Sorry, I'm having network issues where I was hearing you, then not hearing you. If you could just summarize
Okay.
it. So
I'm asking if in your workplace retention does bother the organization in terms of its processes, its operation. Like how many customers are coming back out of those who came to your organization? Like if you sold 500 subscription, then after the subscription expired, only 250 renewed, instead the whole lot of 500.
Yes,
Wouldn't that concern a company?
yes.
yeah, it does. It is concerning.
Because retention is having repeat buyers. Like after they've consumed whatever product it is, they need to come back for more. And Apple, I think, does this well. You've got someone who've been using iPhones like for the rest of their lives, so the retention rate is very high. If the phone gets stolen or gets broken, or they just decide to get a latest model, they will come back to the manufacturer. So the retention is very high. While it's some are sort of one night stands, they get something today, they don't come back tomorrow. Yes, can you?
So, sir, in terms of matrix, right? How do we measure? Where does it fall? Does it fall under ROI? The when customers come back again, how do we measure that? Where does it fall? Actually, under which stage does it fall?
It falls under retention.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it falls under retention. So it depends. Organizations are different, by the way. So their metrics are also different. So it depends with the organizational strategy. Now I'm not talking about the marketing strategy. It depends with the organizational strategy and where the organization is investing itself. So is it investing in acquisition or in retention? Because sometimes the objective for an organization as a whole is we want to get as many customers as possible. We don't care whether those customers are going to come back or not. Then other businesses are like, want to invest in more customers and want to make sure that these customers stay. So it also depends with the investment that the whole business is having in this whole lot of acquisition, conversion, and retention. Are you answered?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mm. That also says a lot about the brand itself and how it engages with the market. I'll give you an example. If you were given a choice right now, do you think your exes would come back to you?
If we were given
A choice. Do you think your ex would come back to you?
what choice for them to come back?
Yes,
They would, sir.
they would.
They
Okay,
would.
perfect. Would you go back to your exes?
No.
Definitely no.
There was actually no need for definitely, but I do understand. So it is the same criteria that we can use, for digital marketing. Customers, you see someone being at Pick and Pay today, and they'll say, "Hell no, I will never go back to Pick and Pay. I'd rather be at Checkers." So the treatment that we would get as a result of brand interaction will also determine the levels of retention and conversion. I don't know if you're getting any sense of where I'm taking this to. If the engagement is good, if the treatment is good, you are always going to go back. And we have seen people having some on and off with their exes for more than 10 times, by the way. We used to have this lady in our community, like, she has got 4 kids with same men, but they are not married, they are not dating. Somehow they always go back together and end up making babies, and then it's over again. So would you say it's good treatment? Would you say it's satisfaction? You would never know. But this is the same criteria that you use in digital marketing. If a brand, no matter how good a strategy is, if a brand does not interact with you well, the entire experience can influence your decision whether you are going to go back or you will switch to another brand. So digital marketing strategy formulation typically involves making adjustments to marketing strategy to take advantage of the benefits of online channels rather than wholesale changes. So here the key strategic decisions for digital marketing are the same as strategic decision for traditional marketing. And they involve selecting a target customer group and specifying how to deliver value to these groups. So segmentation, targeting, differentiation, and positioning are all likely a key to effective digital marketing. Now, let's dig deeper into digital marketing strategy. Toby, has my screen moved?
Yes, you're now in digital marketing strategy, digital market strategy.
Perfect. All right. So as it has been mentioned, guys, since the beginning of this session, we should remember that digital marketing strategy is the same as channel marketing strategy, as it needs to operate in the context of multi-channel marketing. So you can never talk about digital marketing strategy without talking about the platforms in which you want to effect those goals that you want to achieve. So it is important, that your digital marketing strategy has got a mouth. It needs to speak. It must be based on objectives. It must be consistent to an extent that even if a brand logo is removed, you can still be able to see that, to recognize the brand, because they've been consistent in how they do things. Think about Nando's. Even if the name Nando's is not mentioned in an advert, or even if the logo for Nando's is not shown, consumers can be able to relate that this is Nando's, even if they use a different theme for that matter, because they've been consistent in how they engage their customers, their different types of customers, and they've been effective to some extent, especially on television. What do you think about Nando's, guys?
So,
Do you think they are consistent?
yes, they are.
Mm. Then all of a sudden, if you are not consistent as a brand, you create confusion. Today you sort of align your McDonald's, today you are sort of aligned to KFC, tomorrow you are sort of aligned to Spares. Like you are not consistent in the message that you are sending out there and the types of customers that you are engaging with. So the moment you confuse customers, they also get confused and they end up going to your competitors because of the mixed digital, messaging, marketing messaging that you have been having with them. So it must also define a unique differential proposition. It must be able, to manage online customer life cycle, which is the REST model. We discussed that. And you must be consistent, with the customers that can use and can be effectively reached through digital communications. Because sometimes you realize that you have got two types of customers, those that can be easily reached offline and those that can be reached online. So you need to be able to differentiate that, because not everyone is online, even though all of us, we live in an offline world. Any questions so far?
No questions from my side.
Okay. So this is an example of the relationship between objectives, strategies, and performance indicators. Sometimes we just call them KPIs. And I think this image is available in your textbook. So you need to just go and have a look, and think about the things that we've discussed so far. And while you go through that, for example, the conversion objective, the retention objectives, and so on, then apply to digital marketing. The same way I've asked you guys, if you'd go back to your ex, or if your ex would come back to you. That's how brands should also think about their customers. And also, while you are developing a relationship with a customer, do you also want them to come back to you at some point? The same way, if you are in a relationship, do you want them at some point in life to come back to you if it's over? Kanye?
No, sir.
Wow. Someone who is making you happy right now, if it's over tomorrow, you don't want them to come back to you.
Yes, actually, it's over.
Okay. All right.
So
Let's
what
hear
did you think?
Usisi Utobile. Once it's over, it's over. That's what Kanye is saying. Tobile?
Yes, sir. Um, I hear, then not here. I hear. I'm still on the road, so there are some parts where, the network just
Oh,
disappears.
signal and all right. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
So we won't be disturbing you much that you hear, but we want your opinion on this one. If you are seeing
Okay.
someone right now, in terms of dating,
Yeah.
are you treating them in such a way that you want them to come back in the near future if it's over?
Yeah. Good relationships. Yeah. Even if you're not
Okay.
dating, but you should still continue to communicate. But also,
All right, I do get you.
yeah.
I never believe in this, that it's over. Can we be friends now? I've never wanted that one. I don't want us to be enemies, but I don't want us to be friends either. But I do get you. I've heard people saying that, okay, since it could not work out, can we at least be friends?
Yeah, I don't do friendships as well, but I want us to be able to just greet each other when we see each other.
Hmm.
Like, hi, hi,
Okay.
but I don't want a
Hmm.
friendship.
All right. Kanye, you're laughing in the background.
Yes, I'm laughing because why would we go back, Marase? Why?
No, sometimes maybe we were not mature enough back then. Though now, in our own spaces, we've managed to regrow and something like that. Like we are ready for another chance. You know.
Mm.
So you don't believe in second chances.
I say it's like they say when somebody shows you who they are, believe it the first time.
Okay, but sometimes let us give the example of the Coca-Cola energy drink that you guys had, and it was withdrawn, right?
Yes.
whatever reasons that I don't know at the moment. Then all of a sudden, there's been some research and, want to do things proper, and they want to reintroduce it into the market. Don't you think consumers must give it a second chance?
Hey,
If it
maybe,
comes back stronger and better?
yeah,
Because that's
maybe.
the same point of, some of people wanting to come back.
But say, for example, if
But
they say Corona comes back, would you give it a second chance? Would you give it a second chance?
Wow, what an example. On that one, you got me, Shem. You just described a relationship that is more like a pandemic to me. So of course, definitely, if Corona comes back, you wouldn't want to give it another chance. Now I understand why they say Mjolo is a pandemic.
It
It
is.
doesn't deserve a second chance. All right, let's move on, guys. So that's it about strategy formulation, and this is just an introduction to strategy formulation. So in the next lesson, we're now going to go deeper and look at the decisions that need to be made when formulating a strategy. So we are going to, first do a case study analysis and how you apply this. Then after that, we're going to get deeper into the decisions. Are there any questions?
No questions, sir.
All right, perfect.